So some of you guys might know my CFO, Canella. We rescued this guy about 4 years ago. And it's funny, he hears my wife cooking in there, so he's all fired up. But he has taught me so much over the past 4 years, and just recently he has taught me something about leadership that is super, super important. So as soon as the weather broke here, the bugs come out, right? So I got something in my eye. So the bugs come out, and I realized that I guess whatever's going on with my skin, it's oily, whatever, it's attracting these flies. So when I'm walking, this fly kept running around my head, and it was driving me crazy. So while I'm walking the dog and the bug is in my ear, I would freak out. I was like, ah! And then I'd get all pissed off and turn around and come home and not go for the rest of the walk. And I did that like 2 or 3 times. And I realized that the 4th time I went out for the walk with Canella, I'd get halfway up my driveway and he would pump the brakes. He would put all his feet out in front of him and he wouldn't go any further. And he would just stop. And I would have to pull him to get him going again. And that taught me something. It taught me that distractions can disrupt your leadership. And it's up to you to whether or not you persevere and you push forward, or you let those distractions stop you. And at first, those distractions stopped me. I turned around and went back in the house. Then I got smart. I said, you know what? I'm going to wear a hat. I'm going to put a hat on so the bugs can't smell me or whatever the hell, and prevent the flies from bothering me. And so I put the hat on, and all of a sudden, the fly went away. I guess they couldn't smell whatever was on my head, right? And then I started to walk the dog again, and again, he would pump the brakes and put all his feet out in front of him, and he wouldn't go any further. And I said, I have to stop this, because now I'm doing not only myself a disservice, but I'm doing the dog a disservice, because now the dog is not getting the proper exercise, and I'm not getting the proper exercise that I should be getting in the mornings, like I was getting. So, what happens? I take the dog up the hill, up the driveway, and he puts the brakes on. And I said, nah, not this time, buddy. I gave him a quick jerk, and he was off to the races. And we continued our walk, and don't get me wrong, a couple times during the walk, after I broke that first halt, he would try to stop and test me a little bit. And I would just yank him and give him that quick snap, and he would start to walk again. And after about 2-3 days of that, there's no halting anymore. We come out the front steps, we go up the driveway, and he's perfect. He walks like a soldier. And that was a valuable lesson to me about distraction, leadership, perseverance, and the ability to keep moving forward, even though, there's disruptions and those little tiny flies that are driving you mad. It could be, anything in your life that possibly is taking you off course, but you have to remember to keep track and keep that direction forward. And as for leadership goes, people are going to test your ability to lead. They are. Because people want to be led constantly. I don't care how successful you are. People are always looking for a mentor and someone to lead them and coach them and guide them in the right direction. So make sure that you uphold your leadership, not only to the people that you're leading, but to yourself. Make sure that you tell yourself that you are a strong leader, Because when you believe that, everybody else will believe it. But it starts with you.